Hey guys, again, I'm here to talk about potty training. I just got an email from Amy, Dream Flight, and I just thought it was going to be easier to just respond by video because there's so much to know about potty training. It's so confusing, so different for every kid. But I just wanted to tell you a couple of things that I did with my kids that have worked really well, and how we started and when I knew they were ready and, all that kind of stuff. How I knew they were ready, they would tell me that they were poopy. It wasn't so much that they would tell me when they were wet. It was more poopy. Or they'd be pulling at their diaper, or they wanted it off when they were wet, or, anything like that. So I started off by every time they woke up from a nap, I set them on the potty. Before a nap, I'd set them on a potty. Every time they woke up in the morning, set them on the potty. Every night before bed, I set them on the potty. And before a bath, after a bath, any change in what you're doing. Before you'd go shopping, when you go home from shopping, things like that. I wouldn't worry about it too much while I was out and about, during the day, that kind of stuff. I would just do it more, changing when I was changing things. And I'd sit them on it. If you didn't go, that's fine. If you went, then we'd do our big party dance around. When Taylor was little, we used to I would put on birthday hats and blow the little blowers. We did a huge deal. We'd blow whistles. We'd dance around the house. We'd make it a huge deal every time he went. And Taylor was potty trained at 2. He was totally 100% potty trained by 2. So I don't know if I just have luck. I know boys are harder. I don't know if what I'm doing is working or if it's just luck, that it's worked out for both my kids. But anyway, this is what I have done. Anyways, after they kind of get the hang of it a little bit more, they kind of start understanding more so of what they need to do when they sit on the toilet, kind of how their bladder works and whatnot to be able to, this is when I need to release to go to the bathroom when I'm sitting on the toilet. So I would sit them on the toilet and let them go. Like I said, I would try to read them some books or try to encourage them to sit on there long enough until they went to the bathroom. But as soon as they got frustrated, as soon as they didn't want to be there anymore, we're done and we get off. And if I take him into the bathroom and he says, done, 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 then I say, okay, and we leave and we'll try again later. If he has an accident, he has an accident. It's not that big of a deal. They're just learning. You don't want them to get frustrated. You want this to be a good experience. So don't ever force them on the potty. Don't ever lock them in the room. Don't ever, there's people that do all sorts of crazy things in my opinion, that they would do with their kids. I would never lock my kid in a room until he went to the bathroom. I know you get desperate. I know it's a hard thing. You have to be super, super, super patient, and very diligent, and no flip-flopping. Once you make the commitment to potty train, as far as I'm concerned, you need to stick with it. It took me 6 months to potty train Taylor, my older son. Honestly, we started at 18 months and he finished 2 years old. He was potty trained, well, maybe even a little bit earlier than that. Anyways, it was about 6 months that we ended up potty training him. He was in underwear the entire time. I cleaned up a lot of pee. He got pooping down real fast. He was 18 months. He was pooping in the potty, which was super nice. And Davis has been opposite. He had the peeing down 14 months. He would stay dry for weeks. It was just incredible. I was totally shocked. But it was the pooping we had a hard time with. But we did get that down now. He's doing really well. Very rarely, once a week maybe, he'll have a poop accident. So that's awesome. Not perfect, but it's awesome. And anytime he does poop in his underwear, or a pull-up, if by chance I put it on, I really try hard not to do pull-ups because, like I said, I don't like to flip-flop. Once I'm in underwear, I'm in underwear. That's my commitment. Of course, for naps and bedtime, I'll still put him in a diaper so that he doesn't have any accidents while he's sleeping. Davis is already waking up dry from naps most of the time. Taylor is 4.5 and still wets at night. So, and he's been potty trained for 2.5 years. So, it's different for every kid. There's nothing you can do at night. I've tried anything, taking water away in the evening, that kind of stuff. It just doesn't work. It's just a chemical thing, a brain thing. They got to learn. Their body's got to stop making urine in the night. And some people it happens later. Some people it happens earlier. Taylor, it's going to take a while. So that's okay. And Davis, it may happen faster. I have no idea where he has so much control. He may do it faster. Anyways, if he does accidentally poop in his underwear, what I do is when I take him to the bathroom, I slide it off, and then I put the poop in the potty. I'll plop it in there and I'll say, no, poo-poo goes in the potty, and I'll plop it in the potty. So he kind of starts getting the concept of, no, it doesn't go in there, it goes in the potty. So I try to relate those two things so that he could start understanding that. And if I can tell he needs to go poop, I absolutely will try my hardest to keep him on there. We'll do puzzles on the potty. We'll do read books on the potty. All that sort of stuff until he starts getting it down. Now he'll just jump on, and he typically goes right away, and he gets off. So it's nice, but it's at the start. They're not really sure what's going on. They're trying to understand their body and what's going on. So I have to let them sit on there a little bit longer. But like I said, if they don't want to be on there, don't force them to be on there. That doesn't help anything. It just makes them frustrated. It makes you frustrated. Potty training needs to just be an easy thing to work into. Do it slowly. Take your time. Don't stress about it. If they have a bad day, they have a bad day. The next day starts over new, and it's good the next day and the next day or whatever. You know, they have good days. They have bad days. They have days they want nothing to do with it, and they just accident after accident, and it's really frustrating. But you have to stick with it. You have to be strong. You have to be consistent. You have to be committed to stick by their side constantly to be able to be there. So if they need to tell you they need to go potty, or they sign whatever they end up doing to go to the bathroom, you need to be there and available for them so that you can take them immediately, so that they get the concept down until they're old enough to be able to follow you or find you or take themselves. So you need to be committed to be with your child or have somebody that will be committed to potty training them while you're out. And that's a really hard thing to do. And then also, you know, if you're taking them somewhere, oh, I'll just put a diaper on them, you know, because we'll be out all day, and then just not worry about potty training while you're out. It just doesn't work like that. I mean, even if you put a pull-up on them, just make sure that you're always asking them while you're out, do you need to go to the bathroom? Before you go in a store, take them to the bathroom. So you're not in the back of the store, they're signing potty, and you're running to the front of the store, and usually won't make it, especially at first. So I always take them to the bathroom before we go in a store, after a store, before we get in the car, kind of a thing, you know. Same thing, kind of the transition points. And that seems to work really well. Taylor, we did stickers for. We did stickers on the chart. Every time he peed, then we put a sticker on. Every time he pooped, he'd get 2 stickers. And when he earned 10 stickers or 15 stickers, I don't remember what it was for sure, he would earn a reward. So we'd go to the dollar store and he could pick something out. I don't think at 2 years old they really got that concept. And we did it for him. I just didn't think it worked very well. With Davis, then we have stuck with just potty treats. We just give him the treat, and I said this in an earlier one, but we just give him a treat when he goes. 1 potty, or 1 for peeing and 2 for pooping, and if he tells me, he gets an extra one. And I always get down to his level and I tell him, this is for pee-pee in the potty, or this is for poo-poo in the potty. This is for telling mommy you needed to go potty. I explain it to him. I always get down to his level so that he's focused on me and his understanding. That seems to work really well. Anyways, those are some things that have worked for me. Like I said, every child is different. Timing is different on every kid. Some want to do it early, some want to not. My kids have been I've been real lucky with my kids being interested in it early, but that doesn't mean that that's right for everybody. Give it a try. Don't get frustrated. Hang in there. It'll happen. It'll happen in due time. And always better sooner, because as they get older, they just get used to that. I just think it becomes the normal for them, and to be wet and to be poopy. And at this point, they're in mimic stage, you know, they're mimicking what you're doing. I just think it's such a good, impressionable time to switch them over. So if you have time before your kid turns 2 or right close to that, you know, between 18 months and 2.5, I would say is ideal time to potty train. So anyways, good luck to everyone. I hope I answered any questions that you guys might have, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.